Hello, and welcome to the very first ever 3-Minute Thursday. Let's start the timer. Oh, did you see that? I hit my hat. Basic terminology. So a lot of you already know this, but stick around. It'll be fun. First up, very easy, hyzer. That is when, if you're gripping the disc, the outside edge, which is the edge farthest away from your hand, is lower than your hand, which makes the disc lean heavier on the natural flight. See, when discs spin clockwise, they naturally want to go left. So if you're right-handed and you're throwing backhand, it's going to be spinning this way, naturally wanting to fade to the left, and hyzer is just going to accentuate that. Now, adversely, anhyzer is when the outer edge is above your hand. This is usually meant for turnover shots or shots that you want to pan to the right before it fades back to the left. And here's the tricky one out of the three, stable. When you say stable, most of the time, it sounds like you're talking about slightly overstable, but really stable means neutral. Neutral, meaning that it flies very straight compared to other discs. But then if you think about it, stable should mean that it flies correct to the flight numbers. So if it is, say, -1.3, it should fly slightly flip up and then fade hard. And then overstable to that would be like if you get a specific disc that has -1.3 and it fights even more than normal. Stable's a weird one. And if you're thinking, Corey, you said descriptions with words in them that you never described. Let's tackle fade. Fade is what happens at the end of the flight. When the disc naturally loses spin, it starts to kind of fall out of the air in a certain direction. So if you're throwing it right hand, backhand, spinning clockwise, it's going to fade naturally to the left. The less spin it has, the more fade. The more overstable it is, the more fade. The other one being turn. That is the amount of not the right direction before it goes the right direction. I hope that makes as much sense as it does in my head. Now let's move on to lingo. Like beefy. You've probably heard that one if you're out on the disc golf course. Oh man, she's beefy. That just means overstable. That's just a cooler way of saying overstable. And if you want understable, ooh, she's flippy. And if the disc is understable enough, it will flip up to being flat or panning to the right. Flippy. That makes sense. I still don't understand beefy. And the term that'll actually get people to understand that you're like serious about disc golf, if you're on the course, you say this, people will turn their head and be like, this guy gets it. That would be